The president had vowed to hunt them down and make them pay. This is apparently where he delivered his retribution. A drone strike 100 miles from Kabul, 100 miles from where 13 US servicemen and women were murdered, along with nearly 200 civilians. The targets were said by the Pentagon to be senior figures in ISIS's Afghan operation.
In this strike, they lost a planner and they lost a facilitator, and they've got one wounded. And the fact that two of these individuals are no longer walking on the face of the earth, that's a good thing. It's a good thing for the people of Afghanistan. It's a good thing for our troops and our forces at that airfield.
The names and faces of America's dead were today made public. Young men and women, some not even born when the war they were part of ending began. Among them, 23-year-old Sergeant Nicole G. Just last week, she posted of her love of her job on social media. The work they lost their lives doing goes on. These are the final few who will escape in the final hours of an airlift of spectacular scale. Young lives which will be lived far from home. Yet such is their reality. They barely flinch as the gunshots ring out around them. Those from whom they flee are now in charge here. Uniformed and armed, they've agreed to allow the last of more than 120,000 to leave the land they now seek to command. The final British evacuation flight carrying civilians was among the flights leaving Kabul today. Some, but not all of those who were to be evacuated, made it out.
It's time to close this phase of the operation now, but we haven't forgotten the people who still need to leave. We'll continue to do everything we can to help them. Nor have we forgotten the brave, decent people of Afghanistan. They deserve to live in peace and security.
That may be the wish, but how many will be able to leave and how many will have the chance of peace and security will be out of British or American hands when Tuesday's deadline to be out of Afghanistan comes to pass.